This is the very first show of the weekly Warrior Preview. I'm Jerry Young along with Donette Logan. Donette, it's going to be a great year.
Jerry, it is so much excitement here. We're here at Warrior Day, and the stadium is amazing. If you've not seen this, I cannot wait for that first home game. Fans are just going to be blown away.
And you know, every publication you pick up, I just got one, picked up a publication, it's Shelby County Football. We're on the cover. I just heard that we're on the cover of Jefferson County as well. Just everywhere you go, the excitement level is just off of the charts, and rightly so. If there ever was a perfect storm, this is it. We got a great coach, a great team, a great school, star players all over the place, 5-star players. Donette on the sideline. I mean, my goodness.
If you've not heard of Thompson Warriors yet, you definitely will this year, and especially start with that first game. And you had a chance to kind of talk to Freeman and players and give us a little look ahead of what we can expect on that first game.
Well, we were down in Montgomery this past few days ago as we went to the Champions Challenge press conference there at the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Well, just being that close, having them in that atmosphere, and being on the state spotlight is the best way to put it. Really the Southeast spotlight with this Champions Challenge game from Crampton Bow on Friday night. I mean, it puts Thompson as the premier team in the state just to kick off the season.
Let me ask you this, with fans, what do you think they need to look for during that game on the field?
Well, I think, of course, all eyes are going to be on Leah. So he's going to the quarterback, and all the hype that's been around him. Obviously, we try not to talk about him every single video because, obviously he is a star and all that. But everybody knows that, and he's good, and he's going to Alabama, and he's going to play behind his brother. For maybe a year or so, or who knows? He may be better than his brother, but
so
you never know.
And you had a chance to talk to him. Do you think all the hype and everything around him, how's that affecting him? He
seems to be so grounded, and I got a note from his mother, just welcoming me, as a broadcaster, and I thought that was very, very gracious. They really are. So, they're just quality people, and they're quality parents, and they have him grounded completely. This is a big stage for a high school kid.
Absolutely.
I remember, believe it or not, I do remember when I was in high school, and I remember, just having my name said on the radio one time, how big it was. I can't even fathom that every time Leah goes somewhere, he's got a microphone in his face, a camera in his face. It's a lot of pressure.
That is a lot, but I think after talking to him and getting to know him, he understands it's not just him leading this team. He knows the whole team comes into effect. And they've got a great coach leading the way. Freeman has done just tremendous things here at Thompson. I think everywhere he's went, people get to know his name, and you can tell he cares about these players.
Well, he does, and I watched him up at the podium at the Champions Challenge. So composed, so professional. I mean, there was a stage full of professional coaches sitting up on that stage, and it was so great to see him represent the school, represent our community, represent us.
Yes.
And just a true quality person, professional individual. I'll be honest with you, and you know this as well as I do. If my son was playing, he'd be the guy I'd want coaching him.
Everybody's ready for this season. It seemed like for the first time in a long time, high school football is ready this year.
It does, and it rolls around a lot quicker, and like you said, the social media end of it, I think the interest in everything going on is so much more accessible for everybody. And I think as you look at social media and the great coverage that the television people are doing for high school football, but it's like we tell our kids in our community, high school football in the state of Alabama is a major, major impact for your city, your school, and everything. And what you have to do during the year is get yourself ready to play in November, because really in this state, that's when football starts.
I just can't tell you how excited I am, and I want to prove to you on a weird, different kind of level that I can outwork them all too.
Got to, man. You got to outwork them all, and we're very excited about what Coach Pitts and the people are putting together, and having you guys as part of our family here at Thompson High School, and it's just amazing what the Lord has done and what He's doing and will continue to do, and we're honored to have a man like yourself and Philip and the guys all that's going to be involved in this. Just very honored, and it's unbelievable in 3 years where we've come. So we're just honored, and we're thankful every morning for it.
Talk just a little bit about the support in Alabaster real quick.
Tremendous support from the superintendent, Dr. Vickers, all the way down to Dr. Hester, our administrator at the high school, and his staff of administrators and teachers, and the city and the community is just overwhelming the way they support things. But they supported things here even when it wasn't as big or as functional as it is now. You know, we got TV people, we got all the things going on. But the thing about Thompson High School is the support from the community and the school and the students. It's always been tremendous, and that's one of the things that drew me to Alabaster was the support of the band, the cheerleaders, the students, and to just be part of that on Friday night is just tremendous.
And of course, everybody knows we've got a new facility, walking into a new stadium this year that nobody's ever played in. And the one thing I'll say to folks at Alabaster, we got a seat for you. Yes. We want you to come out. And of course, you can download the app if you'd like to listen to the game while you're in the stadium. You can literally download the app, put your earbuds in if you want to, and listen to us call the game while you're watching it there on the field. But let's talk about the facility, and then we'll wrap this up. But the facility. It's just something, if you've never been to a high school football game, you wanted to go. This is the place to come.
It's amazing. And the way they've set it up is friendly to the people. It's friendly to parking. It's friendly to the players, the visiting team. Sits up there at the top of the hill up there. And it's just, I can't see anything that would be a drawback. The parking's excellent. The standing room's excellent. There's a lot of seating for everybody. So I think it's a great opportunity for people to come out and watch high school football.
Just great words right there from Coach Freeman. And Jerry, you had a chance to talk to some of the players in Montgomery at the High School Media Day.
Yeah, you know, Coach is all about promoting the players, and obviously we are too. I mean, that's what we do. But yeah, I had a chance to actually talk to 4 different players about the ones that got invited that Coach Freeman brought to the Champions Challenge, to the media days. Every team down there that's involved in that, which there are 4 of them, brought their players. But by the way, just so you know now, we're playing James Clemens, and
yes.
James Clemens is no slouch. I think they're ranked 8th in the state behind us at 2nd. So this is going to be a great ball game.
It's a good way to start the season.
That's right. So here's some of the players, and here's what they had to say about the game as well.
So we're playing a great team, James Clemens, and I'm excited for it. I mean, it's going to be a good challenge for us to see what we're all about. We lost some players, but you know what? We were loaded, and we're going to come out fire.
The new field, the new stadium. What's it going to feel like to walk out there knowing that you're in the class, first team to ever play on this new facility? It's got to be remarkable for you.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a lot of energy, actually. Like, even just in practice, you can just feel the energy and the intensity on the field, and it just gets you hyped for the games on Friday night.
I mean, we've been working hard all off season, all this summer, and we're just ready to strap them on and play.
We're eager to get back on the field, you know, end of the season with a loss, but everybody's looking forward to it. I know we lost some big-time starters that made plays for us, but the young guys are stepping up. We're going to keep them looking excited, you know, keeping them up and make sure we're not too hard on them, but make sure they get the job done.
The team this year, I mean, we work hard every season, every off season, and throughout the whole summer. And I mean, right now we're just continuing to practice and preparing for a good team, James Clemens, and just looking to get after it.
Of course, we're here at Warrior Day. This is Saturday, big event, and all the fans are coming in. The team's going to scrimmage. And I know, Donette, you had a chance to go out and roam around a little bit, show people the field, the Jumbotron, even the net that comes up behind the goalpost. You know, it's just, everything about this is just like, it's college. You know, it's just no way, but so proud of our facility.
People joke around that it's Alabaster University, so I kind of wanted to give everybody who didn't make it to Warrior Day just a chance to see the excitement in the fans and what they're missing out on. So here's that first game. One of the big features we have here at Warrior Stadium is this Jumbotron. And this is amazing. I don't know how many high schools in the state of Alabama, much less across the U.S., have something like this. Fans are going to be able to see the cheerleaders, the band themselves. So much will air on this Jumbotron. It is, even our sponsors who help make sure all this happen will air right there. Hey, tell me about how excited you are about Thompson's season and about the new stadium.
Very excited. We look forward to the same kind of outcome as last year, and the new stadium's awesome.
What do you think your favorite part of the stadium is so far?
Probably the bleachers, you know, more bleachers, and then obviously the complex.
Okay, you see that Jumbotron. What do you think? How are fans going to feel about that?
I think they're going to love it. I think they're going to love it.
Tell me what you're looking forward to this season.
Well, I'm hoping that they win a lot of games. Myself, I haven't been to a Thompson game in the past 7 years, so I'm excited to see how much the team has changed with the coaches and the players. So I really hope they have a good season.
What about you?
Yeah, we're just praying for an awesome season, praying none of the boys get hurt, and we're just so excited. Go Warriors.
Okay, this is the first time you guys have been in this new stadium. What do you think?
Absolutely beautiful.
I love it. It looks kind of like my old college stadium. I went to Jacksonville State University, so it's like a younger version of their stadium. It looks really good. I like it.
You think it's going to attract a lot more fans?
I think so. Oh yeah, it's going to be packed.
It's beautiful.
It's going to be packed.
Hey, we're here with Chris Lewis, and your son's actually playing for Thompson this year.
Correct.
How do you feel about him playing for Coach Freeman and the impact Freeman's having on him as a player and on and off the field?
I think Coach Freeman really brings something to the game. A level of just excitement that he brings to the boys, and the boys have really come together as a team. It's like a family.
I think that's a good way to put it, is as a family. And for your son, are there some matchups he's looking forward to, or what do you think he's looking for the most this season?
This season, of course, the Hoover game, number one.
Yes.
Everybody talks about the Hoover game, and just trying to get to the preseason, the postseason. That's the big thing, trying to get to the postseason again.
Your son, he's a senior this year, so thankfully he's going to play on this facility. I mean, just that has to get him ready for a college field. This is just amazing. What about the excitement these guys have to play here in a stadium that sits this many people?
The boys have been so excited. When the first day they got to come out and practice on this field, you could just see another level of enthusiasm to the team. And coming to the new facility, it's just amazing. Having been here for so long and seeing the progression, the vision that Dr. Vickers brought to it, the school was amazing.
I'm going to put you on the spot because you said your wife's with the Warrior Foundation. For those who are not familiar with the foundation, can you tell me a little bit about it?
The Warrior Foundation is a group of parents that have come together to support the team. They're here to be able to make sure the team has what they need. For example, putting this together today. They're here working every aspect of it. We were here last night putting drinks in coolers, making sure that they were cold for today. Walking around picking up trash after it's over with. Just making sure that the parents have a good experience and that the coaches have what they need to be able to have a successful season.
For anyone watching this, if they want to help or get involved with the Warrior Foundation, is there a way they can do that?
Just volunteer. We always, for the parents that are of the athletes, we always are looking for volunteers for concessions. They're always looking for ticket booth, different little things. Just be there to volunteer to help out.
So today for Warrior Day, the Warrior Foundation is working the concession stand. Tell me a little bit about what this money is going to go to and what the Warrior Foundation is.
What we do basically is we just help supplement the football program. Anything the coaches need, they can come to us and we can get it for them, on the spur of the moment. Anything they can't spend public funds money for, we can buy it for them.
So after today, the band will take care of concessions. So what will you guys be doing after today, and how can people help support the Warrior Foundation?
Just still, helping with supplements, volunteering. We got a lot of setup and things for game days, that goes on with the team, bringing the trailers out, setting up all the, the materials that the team uses, especially with the travel.
Brooke Dennis is here with us. You're with THS TV. You guys are going to be really busy this football season. What are you guys going to be doing when it comes to showing the game?
Well, we are super excited to give the kids the opportunity this year to work the Jumbotron, to play with the scoreboard a little bit, and then as always we'll be streaming live on our network, which is thslive.com. We have live video feed of the game, play-by-play, color commentators, and instant replay.
They talk about hands-on is the best way to learn. I know when I was in high school we didn't have broadcasting. Even when I was in college for broadcasting, this type of experience you can't put a price on. This is a huge benefit for these kids.
Yes, and this extra value that we're adding to the program of being able to run an event, just like you would, I tell my students, this is a job that people have. If you go work at a college, there's somebody running those games at a football game, so they're getting a chance to do that in high school and add that to their resume right away.
The Jumbotron itself, that is something, most high schools don't have this. You're looking at universities that have Jumbotrons like this or professional games. That's an added value itself. So for those who want to see what you guys are doing, the work you're putting out, tell us again one more time where they can find you.
We're on thslive.com, and you can see the live stream, and there is video on demand. And then we also have a YouTube channel, THS TV.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I know you got a lot of work to take care of today.
We're practicing.
Justin, John, we just saw the band perform and just an amazing show. You can tell these guys put in a lot of work. What all are you doing during the summer? We know the football team's out here, but you guys work just as hard.
We absolutely do.
We start in the spring. Actually, we started with our spring commitment camp, and then in the summer we put in about 3 weeks, 3-a-days, right before school.
Did you say 3-a-days?
3-a-days, right before school.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I would never have guessed that. That's a lot of work for 2 weeks.
It is. Actually, we go, the percussion and the rookies start a week before that. So basically, once we get to that second week of July, we're going at it full steam.
Right in the dead of summer, that Alabama heat.
That's right.
What's the theme of the show this year?
The theme of the show is Iron Giant. It's a celebration of Birmingham. We kind of designed this based on Alabama's bicentennial. So you'll see on the field Sloss Furnace, the Vulcan, the Magic City Tunnel, and the Magic City sign. So it's based on Birmingham and Sloss Furnace.
Definitely going to be an exciting halftime show for our fans this year.
Yeah,
Guys,
we're
thank
excited.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
We're here with Dr. Hester, principal of Thompson High School. And Dr. Hester, this is just unbelievable. This stadium, fans and the players have so much to look forward to.
It is. It's so exciting, and you know, just what an atmosphere. I mean, it's so college-like, and you know, it's just it's next level. You know, and I'm so happy for our players, our cheerleaders, band, and parents, and community, and everyone. So we've been waiting on this day for a long time, and it's here. So we're very excited.
It's funny you say college-like. Someone said it reminds them of JSU Stadium.
Yeah,
so I can see that.
Absolutely, I see those resemblances as well.
A lot of fans are talking about this Jumbotron.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that Jumbotron.
Well, I know that it's impressive, and it certainly is something that we are very proud of. You know, don't ask me to operate it because it's kind of complicated, but we've had some training on that. Some of our staff have, and they've done a great job of rolling it out today and presenting it to everyone. But you know, you're talking about high quality video, replay capabilities, just endless just advertising and promotion and information, and the sound is also amazing here in our stadium. So wonderful.
Jerry Young and myself were talking earlier about Coach Freeman and how he looks at these guys as more than football players, just about how he's trying to develop men. That is an amazing asset for you guys to have. Tell me a little bit about how you guys feel about Freeman and the work you see him doing with the players.
Well, Coach is a players first coach. He loves his players, and you know, he loves all kids, you know, and that's one thing too, is that's one reason you see so many of our students that they go out, they want to be a part of the football program. They want to be a part of it, if nothing more than just to have that kind of culture and atmosphere that surrounds them and supports them, and you know, and that's what I really love about how, you know, a football program, you know, with 150 plus kids just in our school that are involved in this. I mean, it's really it's a culture changing program, and it really has done that here at Thompson High School. It's been a big part of just our progress, not only athletically and on the field in football, but just across the board with our culture, even academically. You know, it's just about that hard work, that outwork them all mindset, you know, and I know that's Coach Freeman's tagline, but that is so true, and he works very hard, and his coaching staff works very hard to instill those values. And so we not only see it on the field, but we see it in the classrooms, we see it in the community. So it's exponential, the value that he's brought to, and this program has brought to our community and to our school.
It's just one of the many great coaches you guys have here at Thompson. Dr. Vickers, there's so much excitement just for Warrior Day. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like for that first home game.
Well, it is a very exciting day for all of Alabaster and all of our Thompson family. This is an exciting day to be in our new Warrior Stadium on the campus of our new high school, and it's just a lot of fun. And to see the great teams out there, from the varsity to the freshmen to the 7th, 8th grade, and all of our young Warriors that are out there throughout the city being here today. We just are excited, and we're excited to finish this athletic project and move in. and we're ready for our first game.
Talk a little bit about the athletic project. I know people have been following along with Thompson's progress and all this opening up. I'm blown away by this facility. What can fans see when they come here, and how much of a benefit is this for our players?
Well, it's certainly, when you look at who we compete against athletically, this is something that is expected. We're in 7A. We're basically in the SEC West of high school football.
That's one way to put it.
And that is one way of putting it. And you look at our stadium now, this is what people expect when they arrive at our new Thompson High School. And it's about a 5,300 seat stadium, but as you can see with the concourse areas, we probably could get 10,000 people in here easily. And we have over 1,800 parking spaces that will be available for the first game, and that's an exciting time as well.
Yes.
Because as we know, we struggle with parking at our old facility, and this is definitely going to be a difference. But the most exciting piece of this is we have occupancy of the stadium and all of the facilities here. We hope to bring the indoor facility and the locker room spaces in the next week. And we're hoping to get our track and our baseball, softball finished in the next couple of months. So this is an exciting time to be a part of our community, and I have to say our kids deserve it. We have some of the best students in the world, and all of this is done for them. I've been very fortunate. This is my third football facility to be a part of as superintendent, but I have to say it's the nicest one I've been in a high school in this state.
It really is, and you mentioned about all the other athletic parts that go in, not just the football field. Thompson has attracted some top-notch coaches that just adds to the culture. Talk about the benefit that is for your athletes.
Well, it's important. Coaching staff, it's so much more than just the X's and the O's. It's about building relationships and loving our kids, and that's so important. When I think of what it takes to get our kids competitive, they have to know more than just the X and O's, and the coaches we've hired have been outstanding. They love our kids. You can see the passion they have for them on the field, in the arena, and other places. So it's just an exciting time.
I'm proud of our young men. I'm proud of the coaches, the way that they spend the extra time outside football with our kids, and I think it carries us a long way. I know it does, and I'm very thankful for the coaches we got, and I'm very thankful we just have really tremendous young men. I'm very proud of them.
If there's one thing you want fans to take away about your athletes this season, what would that be?
The class that we play with. How do we play the game? Not the wins and losses, but how did we play the game? It's like we tell them, how do you prepare all week, and then how do you play the game? And the sun's going to come up the next day regardless, so we want the sun to come up, and we know it's coming up. We just want to go compete to our ultimate capacity, and that's okay. As long as they do that, man, I'm good. They're proud, but if they do that enough, we're going to win a lot of games.
So I got to ask you the game question. That first game against James Clemens, what are you telling your guys as you guys are getting ready for that game?
It's the first Friday night of this year. It's the first Friday night of us coming off of a great season last year. That means nothing to this point other than the experience that we got. You just go down there and represent themselves, their teammates and their coaches, and max effort, and just go out and work them all.
Jerry, it is just an unbelievable setting here and atmosphere. I think all of Alabaster has come here to Warrior Day, but we've got to think about that game. Tell us a little bit about who we're going to face, James Clemens.
Well, I talked about it being the biggest game in the state to kick off the year, and it's kind of like a bowl game for high school. That's exactly what it is, in historic Crampton Bowl.
Yes.
We'll be broadcasting on the Warrior Nation Network, by the way, as well, so if you'd like to tune into that. But James Clemens, they begin their 7th year as a school. They broke off from Bob Jones in Huntsville, very similar to how Spain Park broke off from Hoover here in Birmingham. Similar situation. So they're in infancy. However, Wade Waltrip is the coach, and some of you may remember him as being the head coach at Chelsea. He was very successful. James Clemens came down, hired him, moved him up there, and he's done a fantastic job. First year went 0-10. He's been nothing but going up since then. So they come in, they're ranked 8th in the state. This team is coming to play. They're not intimidated by Thompson at all. Thompson comes in riding the wave of all the media attention and everything else. They know the eyes are on them, but let me tell you something, Duncan. You have got to be able to stop Thompson's offense. I don't see any way. That's just my opinion. I think that the offense will dominate this ball game, and especially right off the bat, they've gotten so many reps. Leah's been out, and they've been doing 7-on-7 just like everybody. But their timing for the first game of the year is extraordinary. So I'm looking for score often, score a lot, score often, and I think that's the way it'll go. But good ball game. Looking forward to calling it from Crampton Bay.
You think James Clemens will be able to kind of put some scores up there and fight back a little bit?
I do, but Thompson's defense is pretty tough, and I'm going to say this every game. I mean, when we get to the Hoover game, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say that Thompson should handle Hoover. I don't, hey, we're not afraid of anybody. We're going to stand up there, we're going to match up, and if you beat Thompson this year, you're going to beat them at their best, because I can tell you right now, outwork them all is not just a hashtag, not just a slogan on social media. It's really how this whole crew, including you and I, we outwork them all. So it's going to be a fun year.
I know those guys have been in the weight room all summer. I've seen, Freeman's been posting pictures and videos showing what the guys are doing. And I know if anybody's prepared to hit this field in the coming weeks, it's going to be Thompson.
Yes, it is. And by the way, this is Thompson's first trip to the Champions Challenge, and it's a big honor to play in this game. So, just having the whole state news, I know we're in Alabaster, but you can imagine television cameras from Huntsville, Mobile, everywhere are going to be there for this game. So it's pure state coverage at its finest. Raycom will be broadcasting it live, so you can watch it live. You can watch them if you want to and listen to us on the Warrior Nation Network. By the way, if you don't know how to find us, the Warrior Nation Network is brand new this year. You can download the app. Just go to the App Store. There's a couple of ways. We're on Mixar. We're on Thompson Warrior Nation. You can find it, download it, or you can always go to the school's website. Just click on the link and listen to the game there.
That's what I did, and then I downloaded the app. It was so easy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very simple. So you can, and also too, if you're coming to the game, bring your phone, bring your earbuds. You can listen to us, and we'll be a few seconds behind you, but it's like a replay. So, and if you care about, what Donette's got to say on the sideline, which who knows, but
that's the most important part right there.
That's right. So, but for sure, we'll be here every Thursday night, 7:30 on Alabaster Living. So if you want to see, we'll be previewing the game coming up. We'll talk a little bit about the game before. Donette's going to have some human interest stories as well, and so it's just going to be a great show. We appreciate you watching us right here on Alabaster Living.